Hi lovelies, it's Ethony and I'm here with my September recap and to go through what's been happening in my world for September 2019. And this might be a little bit shorter than normal just because I don't have as many decks to really go through this month. I do have 5 decks to show you, but there is a bit of a but there because none of them are opened. I had a very full month. They arrived in September, so I wanted to show you. Had a really full-on month personally with my son starting school. So with kindy here, they have gradual entry, which means oh, my dog's at my feet. The first day is 2 hours and 2 hours and 3 hours and 3 hours. It's gradual entry. So a lot of my month was mum duties, which is absolutely fine. But I do have a lot of fun things to show you to show you. So some events and things like that happened in September. I just have my notebook here so I don't forget anything. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Spirit Doll workshop, if I can get my arm out of that weird angle, that I did with Melanie O'Leary from Soul Sanctuary. And this is the Spirit Doll that I created. And she was created over the actual workshop. She's actually quite large. She's got a lot of beautiful hair. So I'm not going to give away the entire sort of process of making her. So she's got under there. She's made with driftwood, and I believe this one was also blessed by beaver, meaning it has been chewed on by beavers down the bottom, that Melanie and her mother collect. And then these are some of my favorite colors, turquoise, sea, ocean colors. And I was really, really drawn to the yarn with the purple in it. So that's where I went with it. And I love her. I painted her a grey. There's some glitter on there. She has a shell crown, shells all around her neck, and I braided a bunch of yarn in, and then there's a mermaid and a turtle. I'm going to add some more because I've got lots of charms. I'm going to add some more ocean animals. So she was very inspired by Sedna and the myth of Sedna and the magic of Sedna, who is very alive. And yeah, I really adore her. I really get why making these can be so addictive. I actually really wanted to do October's Spirit Doll workshop, but it's a night that I can't get free because again, mum duties. But the next one that I absolutely can get free, or I have free, I'm going to go and do another one. It's a ritual space. There's a bunch of you're led through the whole experience with Melanie, and I know a few friends who've made them with her before, and she's just so pretty and I love her so much. She's now currently on my main altar in my bedroom, so I'm probably going to run out of room. You're supposed to put a loop in the back so you can hang them on the wall, and I completely covered it up. So next time I'm going to have to be aware of that. But yeah, so you can make there's different fabrics and different there's maybe a different energy or something that you're healing the next time that you go in. So I'm looking forward to seeing where Spirit led me, because Spirit led me to the BC Ocean when I did the meditation journey that Melanie leads you on. And then that's when Sedna came to me, and I started working with her energy. So this is the first thing that I wanted to show you, because I did post on Facebook, and a lot of people were really interested in this Spirit Doll. You can make them yourself, you don't need to be led in a workshop. I have a crafting addiction as it is. Not only am I addicted to witchcraft and things like tarot and all that sort of stuff, but I also have a crafting addiction. So I love painting and papercraft and stickers and stationery, and it is everywhere. So the last thing I need to do is start to get addicted to that, because otherwise my house will be overrun and I have to keep things as minimal as I can. yeah, so I'm glad I can go to a space, pay someone, support her business, have her lead me, because I'm so used to leading other things, running a coven and everything, that it's nice to be just to have the experience and to experience something. And not because she literally has massive tables full of just probably thousands of fabrics and thousands of yarns, and so it's a full space, and her space is stunning. So if you're in the Vancouver area, it is Soul Sanctuary in North Vancouver, and it's Melanie O'Leary, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to work together to do some tarot workshops in the area. Desperately need my coffee this morning. So that was something that I really, really enjoyed. I screwed up. So I have a meetup group in Vancouver, and I put the wrong cafe address. So the first thing we had in September was a tarot meetup, social meetup. And a bunch of people went to the address that Meetup put up and not the one on Facebook. So I'm really sorry, but I'm really glad to have hung out with the people that I was able to hang out with. So that was really good to see you. I had my very good friend Kira from Divine Tuana's birthday, and we had a Halloween theme, even though it was in September, and that was really lovely. I got to chat with Lucy Cavendish on her Witchcast and talk about one of my favorite movies, The Craft. If you've not checked out that episode of Lucy's Witchcast, there are two versions. There's the one where we talk for ages, and there's the actual part down one, so you can go and check out both of those. I'll pop them in the description below. Went to the make markets with Chakra Products with Michelle, and one of the other really fun things that I did was I went to a D&D open night. I had so much fun. I was probably an obnoxious idiot, but because I get so enthusiastic, I can't help myself. It's run by the YVR Dungeon Masters here, and it was, I'm also a total geek. I've been playing D&D online, and I played Neverwinter Nights, and my very first boyfriend used to play and was an exceptional DM, a dungeon master, but I never played. And so I went and I played for the first time. We got our characters and we got to play a little short campaign, and it was super, super fun. I might need to calm my farm down a little bit next time, because I was well and truly a little bit enthusiastic. The paladin to my right was getting very pissed off that I was kick down all the doors, and it was just what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm kick down all the doors. I was like a warrior class. I was I just want to be a big dum-dum that goes around and kicking down all the doors. Probably not. I didn't do it all the time, but I did try kicking down door. My roll failed. I was rolling once. Anyway, I had a great time. Hopefully they don't ban me from going back, because I've signed up either for this month or next month for another one. And I'd love to find a group to actually do D&D with here permanently, because it's heaps of fun. Big news I finished the manuscript for my next tarot project and deck. So we're still working on everything. I've got a gazillion little things in this project to finish. We're now in editing stage. I really wanted it to be done by Christmas. I'm really not sure we're going to get there. Not because there's going to be a hold up with editing, because it isn't one of my indie decks. It's more just with production and everything. It just takes time. But I finished it, so I'm really proud of myself for that. Did lots of readings. Another thing that I did a lot of artwork just while my son was home, and so I was doing a bunch of art. So this was the first one that I did. So I actually created this print, and it needs to be sealed basically, because it's coming off. These are all different types of stickers, and I made a big print of a huge big sheet of this, and I spent a long time making this, and then I scanned it so I could use it for other things. And then I painted the canvas. I put my different bees all over it, which I got these bee stencils I got from a lady in Australia from Etsy, and then I found this design and placed on there. So I really like that. That's hanging in my room near my art table. And then, inspired by the one and only Boho Tarot, Michelle Dawn, I started doing my own little decoupage tarot deck because I had all this spare cardstock with the bees on it. So I started to make my own deck. Some of these have been rounded and some of them haven't. Check out the first attempt at this. So the first attempt at this one, I cut the crown off the top and I was like, oh no, I could have just moved the bottom one down a little bit more and it would have fit. And I kind of screwed up the washi tape at the back. So I redid it with more gold. It's quite reflective, so you can't really see it very well. But I actually managed to get all of them in. So I might still colour the circles around the space of the women, but I'm not sure. So I have really enjoyed, I really do need to round all these edges. Really enjoyed making them. This one's not finished. I don't really see, this has got some more of that, the sticker, and then it's got this fairy, this beautiful flower fairy, and she's very Victorian feeling, so it's more of those pale colours you can't quite see. This is one of Dominic's favourite. All the butterflies on it. And then this, the seek. So I've done these ones, except I haven't finished the fairy one. I'm not quite sure. Well, maybe I have finished it. Maybe that's all that needs to be done. So I'm just doing this as like a little fun project for myself. There's no real thing. I think one of the big things I like about this is I get a lot of really beautiful stationery. I get a lot of really beautiful stickers, and my issue is like I don't want to use them because then they're used and I can't see them. So like with the fairy one, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to create an oracle card so that I can continue to use them and see them, and that was like my idea around it. So I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, so thank you to Michelle Dawn at Boho Tarot for the lovely inspiration, because I have really been enjoying it. And I've seen a bunch of people now doing it, doing their own cards on YouTube and on Instagram. So it's been really great. I didn't go to any movies in September, which is very rare for me. Maybe it was just like a really kind of month. But I did watch The Boys on Amazon Prime, which I really enjoyed. I've been listening to a lot of Billie Eilish and a lot of Powderfinger, which were a band in Australia, and they are kind of like an Australian classic. They are some of my favourite music in the entire world. I'm going to put some music links below of Powderfinger so you can go check them out, especially if you've never heard of them. Go do yourself a favour, because if you want to get some classic Aussie rock, they are definitely worth it. Now, the decks that are going to be coming to your eyeballs this October on my channel for unboxings, and I may have to start doing double unboxings, like as in releasing 2 a week, because September I just got freaking everything, and there's more waiting in my PO box. So I got the Quiet Mystic Oracle. So I'm just giving out some people a shout out, because a few people have been waiting a little bit of time. So the Quiet Mystic, it was difficult to do recordings with my son home most of the month. So the Quiet Mystic Oracle, The Way of the Panda Tarot, and Kimberly and I got to hang out, which was really cool. We got to meet and go to a Living in Japan shop, and we spent all the money. And The Way Home Tarot by the lovely Baccara Winter, and her Postcards from the Liminal Space, also by Baccara. I got the Crystal Moon Mystic Oracle by Ashley Levy. So like I have got this huge pile of decks to be waited to be unboxed. So and there's more that have just come. They came like in the first few days of October. So there is plenty more where that came from. And I started pen paling, so I got really addicted. I'm super addicted. I'm addicted to now watching people making happy mail. I have been like making tea pouches, flip books, die cuts, inking. I have been doing sticker packs, washi sample packs. I have been, oh my gosh, all the things. And I now have quite a few pen pals. So if My PO box address is in my contacts. I might put it below. Vivian at the Paper Letter blog actually really started to get me very addicted into this thing, because I love stickers and things. So if you want to send me happy mail, I will reply to you. I love all things stickers. I love tea. I love stickers. If you send me like a little pack of stickers, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. I love stickers, washi tape, samples, tea. I pack my shit full of stuff. Like, I really love sending people really great happy mail. I love flip books. I love anything witchy and Halloween. Stationery. I'm a stationery junkie. I love stationery so hard. So if you want a new pen pal, if you want to send me something, and I'm not saying like send me something now, but if you would like to, and you like legitimately love the same kind of nerdy stuff that I do, and are looking for pen pals, you want some, I just think having some mail in your mailbox that someone has created for you that's not a fucking bell is like really great. And I used to have a pen pal back in high school from Germany, and we were pen pals for years, so many years. As a matter of fact, she came and stayed with me. She came over to Perth and went to my high school for a while. Like, I love having pen pals. So I will put my PO box address, and if you want to send me some mail, I will put you in the to reply pile and get to it. So thank you to Vivian at the Paper Letter blog for getting me started in this obsession. And I've got some really cool tarot journaling stuff that's going to be happening in October, so watch this space. And like I said, this is a bit of a ramble this month. I don't really have a lot of decks to show you. I've been working with the same ones, the Light Seers Tarot, the Muse Tarot, the Shadowscapes, the Albino Weight, the Texture Tarot. They have all stayed on my working space, so nothing has really switched over. But once I start opening up some stuff, I think we're going to see a little bit of a seasonal shift. So thank you for letting me chat to you in your spaces. Send me some love mail if you feel so inclined, especially if it's full of stickers and stationery. You will find a friend for life. Big love, and have an amazing day.